Hey, it's me, Kelly, from TakeActionWOM.com. Today we're going to talk about day 3 of our 21 days to shift our money mindset. And this time I've taken some notes that I put over here, so if you see me glancing over, you'll know what it's about. Don't get freaked out. Day 3 is about visualizing your goals. You need to visualize the things that you want in order to have them. Now, a lot of people know really well what it is they don't want. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to lose my home to foreclosure. I don't want my car repossessed. I don't want my kids to go hungry. But when you think about those things that you don't want, what you're actually doing is giving energy to things that you don't want. And what happens when you concentrate on things you don't want is, like, imagine if you've quit smoking, and if all day you run around thinking, I'm not going to smoke a cigarette, I'm not going to... Somebody says, don't smoke, the first thing you think of is, you want a cigarette. So instead of thinking, I don't want a cigarette, think, I'm going the whole day breathing freely without smoke. You know what I mean? Think about the positive instead of the negative. I'm breathing fresh air. I'm healthy. My lungs are clean. Think this way. So, to get us back on point here, don't think about the things you don't want. Instead, think about what you do want. Think about if finances are a problem for you, think about, I will earn $15,000 this month. This is what you want to visualize. Or you may think, I will have a new office by the end of this year. By the end of this year, I'm in my new office. So think of, or, whatever it is that you want, think the positive of what it is you want. Don't concentrate on what you don't want, is what I'm trying to say here. And, like, for me, what I want is to buy a house. I want to buy a house. I will be buying a house between now and July, because our landlord of this house has told us that we have until the end of July to get out. And rather than continuing to rent, we decided we want to buy. And so I am visualizing this house. And when you visualize something, in order to make it real, what you need to do is visualize it with all 5 senses. So when I visualize my house, first of all, I found a picture of the house that I want online, and I printed out pictures of it, and I've taped them on the wall behind my monitor so that I see them all day. And I'm imagining that house all the time. Then I take a moment, a couple times a day, I take a moment and I sit back and I relax with my eyes closed, and I imagine I'm driving up to my new house. Don't imagine I'm going to drive up. Imagine it as it's happening. Not that it's going to happen, that it is happening right now. Make it as real as possible in your mind. You want it to be absolutely truthful in your mind, as if it's happening right now. Because the more that you can imagine something as happening, the more likely your more likely your subconscious mind is going to take the steps so that you start taking action to make it real, because your thoughts become reality. Whatever you believe is what becomes your reality. So I believe that I am in this house. It was like, I think Will Smith said, once he makes a decision to do something, it's done. It just might take time before other people can see that it's done. And that's the way you need to visualize. So when I visualize my house, I sit back and I visualize I'm driving up to my house, my beautiful new house, just as I have always imagined it. I can feel the key in my hand. I put the key in the lock. I turn the lock. I can see and feel and hear the click when the lock turns, and I walk into my beautiful front garden with bougainvilleas and birds are singing. I can smell the fresh air and the aroma from the honeysuckles that grow across the front door. So you see, I'm imagining it with all of my senses. I walk in through the door. I feel the coolness of the floor beneath my feet. I can touch the wall and feel the roughness of the concrete. And just every little detail that you can think of, imagine it as you walk through. If you want to imagine that you're earning money, imagine that you're sitting at your computer and you go into your bank account online and you see that you have $15,000 in your bank now, or whatever the amount is that you want to visualize. You see it there. How do you feel when you see it? What do you hear when you see that on your computer screen? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What are you smelling? What are you tasting? every little detail that you can think of that makes it come true for you, just like it will be when it actually happens. So that's the key to visualizing. Visualize colors, textures, everything, smells. So that's kind of what you need to do today. Get very clear about what it is that you want. For me, it's to move into a new house. Describe it in detail and be very specific. If you can find a picture of what it is you want, or if you can make a picture, do it. Put it up where you see it constantly so that it's always in your mind. Sit back and close your eyes at least 3 or 4 times a day and visualize it very clearly. Visualization is very powerful, and this is what's going to help you change your mindset. If you're not making the money that you want, you need to change that mindset. So you need to visualize yourself as with abundance, as prosperous. You need to make it true in your mind so that you can make it true in real life. Every day as you go through your day, keep these visualizations in your mind and clearly visualize your new prosperity every single day. And before you know it, you're going to make it true. And if you need some help, if you're not sure how to go about making it happen, the Prosperity Team link is right below this video. Sign in, join us, take hands with us, lock arms. We are going to help you every step of the way. So until tomorrow, this is Kelly from TakeAction1.com, and I'll see you later.